Each bed was surrounded by carts and trays, the likes of which she had never seen. Over each bed were imaging devices hanging from their ceiling mounts, and at the head of each bed was a sophisticated system designed to monitor and display everything about the patient. A man wearing a medical uniform entered from a side room. He was in his 30s and was about the same weight and height as everyone else aboard, except he obviously was not in the same physical shape as the Ghatazhak. "Right over there, gentlemen," he said, pointing to the far side of the room. An excited grin came over his face when he spotted Brianna trailing the group. "Oh my God, are you... her?" I guess," Brianna replied, feeling a bit apprehensive. The man looked Brianna over in amazement. "Are you the doc?" Maury asked. "Dr. Keandra Cavens," the man answered as he continued looking over Brianna. "Chief Medical Officer. Well, the only medical officer, really. The Ghatazhak don't get sick very often, and when they get injured, they heal incredibly fast." The doctor smiled broadly. "I can't wait to examine you." Okay. Sorry, that didn't sound right." "No, it didn't." The doctor looked over at Maury, then the other two Ghatazhak, realizing that he didn't recognize any of them, even though they were wearing Ghatazhak uniforms. "Who are you?" "I'm Maury Brill," Maury replied. "That's Joe K. Deeks and Abder Quast. We're from the Aurora." "The Aurora?" The doctor looked confused. "The ship that was lost 500 years ago?" "They didn't tell you?" Maury realized. "They don't tell me anything unless someone is sick or injured, which rarely happens." He began to recall the details, and the reality dawned on him. The Aurora was not lost? No, it was not. "And the rest of you?" the doctor asked. "There were 8 Ghatazhak assigned to the Aurora when... well, they're all alive as well," Maury assured him. "Oh dear, I must get complete scans of all of you and get a recent consciousness backup, and right away." "Whatever you say, Doc," Maury agreed. The doctor turned back to Brianna. "Are you tired?" "I could use a nap," she admitted. "Excellent," the doctor replied, becoming exuberant. "Come, lay down. You may sleep while I perform a deep tissue scan of your entire body." "I can't wait," Brianna droned as she headed for the nearest bed. The captain's ready room on the Atlantis also served as the ship's command briefing room. Much like the Aurora, it was directly connected to the ship's bridge, but also had a transport connection of its own. Just like the bridge, the ready room had large view screens all around its perimeter. These screens could display anything, including the same panoramic view that the bridge view screens typically displayed. In the middle of the room, there was a conference table with seating for 8. At the aft end was a small kitchen and a door leading to a dedicated head. At its forward end was a desk with several chairs around it. This was where General Tellis spent most of his time. The transport door opened and Nathan stepped out, followed by Jessica and Kit. "Very nice," Nathan commented. "Great view," Kit added. "There's no couch," Jessica complained. General Tellis touched a button on the side of his desk, and a couch slid out from the side wall just below the view screens. Jessica smiled, heading straight for the couch and making herself comfortable. "I'll bet you were thinking of me when you designed this." "I was thinking I needed a convenient place to take naps," the general admitted. "Don't you have quarters?" Nathan wondered. "I do, but I rarely use them." Nathan and Kit took seats across from the general. "So first things first," Nathan said. "How the hell are you here?" "I would have thought the first order of business would be the condition of the Aurora," the general said. "I updated him on the way up," Jessica told him. "Of course." General Tellis leaned back in his chair. "I'll try to be brief. A few years after the Aurora was lost, we became aware of the Alliance's desire to get rid of the Ghatazhak, as well as Deliza Ta'akar." "Why?" Nathan wondered. "Takara was one of the powerhouse worlds in the Alliance, and Eliza was quite vocal about her oppositions to the proposals made by the Alliance Senate in the early days of the Great War. Getting rid of her would make the sweeping changes they were proposing easier to pass. But before they could get